The starting lineup brought to you by BMO, proud to support youth soccer across Canada, most notably for Toronto. A couple of changes from the game in the weekend, but 3 Canadians in the back.
Yeah, what an opportunity that is. You haven't seen that very often. Ashton Morgan, Daniel Henry, and Adrian Can, and obviously Eckersley as well, making up that back four. But a big moment for all 3 Canadians in the Canadian Championship.
And for Jesse Marsh, she has recruited some quality people as well as quality players.
Yeah, we talked in the opening about a few of them. One of the picking ones we'll talk about when the game's on is Davey Arno. Lots of experience in Major League Soccer. Great fella, good for the team, good for the squad.
So here comes Toronto in the attack. That's Joao Plata with an opportunity. Plata goes to ground. Oh, and they scored! Plata goes to the ground. Looked like he was looking for a penalty, but in the meantime, Toronto kept playing. Montreal kind of stopped, and Toronto were on the board. Less than 2 minutes into the game.
And here it is as a build-up. You see Plata go to ground here. He comes into the box. He tries to pull the trigger. He goes to deck. In the end, it comes off. And what a nice strike that is by Lamb into the bottom corner. Ricketts, no chance. He comes right across it. Takes a deflection. Nestles in the corner. 1-0 Toronto FC.
Now the collision has left. No, Eckersley is on his feet for the Montreal player. I think that's Ubi Perapovic is still down, and he's taking his sock down to have a look at the damage, whatever there is, to his right leg.
We have a red card. Eckersley has been sent off. Well, Eckersley has possession, and as he reaches in, it's dangerous, it's high, and it looks like a stomp. Eckersley is physical. He certainly wouldn't have meant to do it, but it was a dangerous challenge and seen by the referee as such.
Ashton Morgan has found de Guzman. De Guzman. Oh, what a save by Ricketts off Johnson. Was Daniel Henry went up for it. He was very unhappy with what he was able to do there. Still available. Bouncing around. Johnson! Ryan Johnson has doubled Toronto's lead. If they were in the driver's seat before, they really are now.
Well, Johnson might have had a few words to say after the last match about how they're getting bodies forward, how many chances they get ready. Look at Daniel Henry there. He actually switched off. He thought the header should have been closer. They get a second crack at it. Montreal do not clear their lines. It drops to Ryan Johnson, who does not give up on it. Here comes a shot. Blocks around. Not cleared. Ryan Johnson finally smashes in the back of the net. 2-0 Toronto.
Tyson Wall with the left foot. Punched away by Kosic. In the middle, that's Mayasi there for it. Now it's de Guzman on the run for Toronto. To Plata. Plata has de Guzman still with him. Oh, they get a little bit messed up. Somehow de Guzman gets it back to Plata. Oh, Johnson just couldn't get the left foot around that one. It looked like Toronto were going to really mess that up, and somehow in the end they got a shot away from Johnson. Warner now will try his luck. Taken down by Frings. Frings looked like he was already going to complain about a foul being called, and it never was called. And Warner remains on the deck. I think it's Arnaud. Oh, and now we've got a scuffle with Bernier. Bernier and Johnson. And now everybody's getting involved here. As Morgan hustles Johnson out of the way. Ubi Perapovic slides it across. And that's Daniel Henry knocking it to safety. It is a corner kick for Montreal. Here's Ubi Perapovic again. This time he takes a shot deflected. Another opportunity. Another save from Kosic off Arnaud.
Ubi Perapovic, good block there by Toronto FC, throwing their bodies at it, doing what they can. In the end, that's a good save by Kosic as that's driven across the face of the goal.
Mayasi trying to get around Lamb. Oh, and that's not a bad one. Far side. Oh, and it's Karate right into the waiting arms of Milos Kosic. Perhaps their best chance of the second half. Felipe, oh, what a good shot that was, just on the outside of the post. Warner lays it off to the far side. Swung back in. Kosic comes, misses it. Map off the board. Montreal has come close in this second half, and Milos Kosic seems to have hurt the back of his neck. Sulzma with it. Dunfield is the only player coming up. Now it's Dunfield. Montreal exposed. Dunfield to Hall. Jeremy Hall turns and fires! Outside of the post.
Dunfield gets the ball, shows some good patience. It's a good backtracking by Montreal. Then Hall gets it on his left foot, tries his luck. Good strike.
Flings. Soulsma. Johnson is racing down on the left side. Soulsma to Johnson. Surely this is it. No! A save by Ricketts.
This is a terrific game for the neutral, but for fans of both sides, it's very nervous at this stage of the game.
Ball back in play. Referee looks at his watch, and there it is. Incredibly, Toronto FC, which have still yet to win a game in the league, have won this semifinal, and they're going to the final of the Amway Canadian Championship, and Bob de Klerk needs to be settled down. He has a habit of doing this, and they need to keep him under control. Bottom line is Toronto advance.